Oh. It's difficult terrain. Difficult terrain. That's for all you D&D geeks out there.
Marco!
Hello! Marco!
This is our tiny home site, or the proposed tiny home site. We have decided that the best choice for the slope here, and I think it's a 15 to 16% incline, which isn't too bad. Anything over 20 is a little bit harder to work with, but this isn't so bad. So we're probably going to do stilts. We'll sink piers where every single one of those stakes are. So we've got 3 there, 3 here, and then 3 more from there over. So we got a 20 foot by 20 foot square here. I believe the current plan is for a 12 by 16. So obviously that would give us a little bit more playroom. We also, you know, could put in decking all the way around it, but it looks like this will be the size of the piers regardless.
Yeah, not our property really. I mean, our property, but not nearly as much. Oh, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh. I found it.
Sometimes a tree can look healthy on the outside and very much not be on the inside. It won't let me focus, but you can see the ground through that hole. Well, good thing we brought it down, because it would have been right in the way of everything. Could have fallen onto our shed. The greenhouse is going to be right here. Could have fallen on the greenhouse. Could have fallen on the driveway, which is going to be right here in between these stakes, and could have blocked us in. Who knows? And now it gets to be the post of a bench. Oh, look at the look at all the people.
Yeah. What's that called? Petroglyphs?
Yeah. Our 4-year-old decided that the bench needed to look a bit nicer.
I think the bench
Oh, look, she even signed it with an A.
I think the bench is too high.
I think the bench is a little too high, too. Now it's just going to look like a little fairy home.
I know.
If I was a fairy, I'd totally live in there.
Kids build fairy homes.
Yeah, I know. They're cute. Oh.
Did I block your shot?
No, you're good. Oh, that's a nice little bench.
It's always where it's going to go, so we're going to secure it on like that.
Everyone knows all about maple season, maple syrup. But do you know about birch syrup? These are, oh, there we go. Focus. There we go. These are sweet birch. Some people call it black birch, as opposed to the white birch that you would think of. And these are in our tiny home site area, so they've been cut. But as you can see, they are all wet because the syrup is running. If these were tapped trees, just like you would tap a maple tree, we would be able to collect birch syrup. Have you ever had anything flavored with birch syrup? Birch beer or anything like that? Give us a shout in the comments if you've had anything with birch syrup, because, yeah, see, even the white birches do it too. Not nearly as much as the sweet birch, the black birch, sweet birch, but they, this is the time of year. It happens right after maple season is over with. So if you've ever tried birch syrup, let me know in the comments. These are what the kids have named as cakes. And they have mud frosting. And they have arranged them into this lovely cake stack, which, I don't know, could feed dozens.
It's like Christmas over here. Brand new Kubota. We get to break it in.
We are renting this lovely Kubota, and we're going to be going up this way. And clearing out our new driveway. Getting bits of stumps out is the biggest thing, moving this decayed wood, which you can try to lift on your own, but it just falls to pieces in your arms. It's not something that you can really lift. It's so decayed. It's, you know, 10 plus years sitting on the ground. It's just rotted. But so those are gonna get moved, and then really it's just raking the first top little layer of soil out, which for a traditional driveway you're usually going to bring it down to the clay. Well, with mechanical concrete you don't need to do that. So what we'll be doing is taking this whole first top layer off, and then, oh, hello Mr. Worm. And so we're going to be taking this whole top layer off and then doing a fairly simple job of leveling, but it's not all that necessary to be really level. Like, you don't need to, we're not pouring concrete, we're not pouring asphalt. It doesn't need to be prepped perfectly. You don't need to be down to the clay. You don't need to do that much site prep, which is one of the reasons why we chose mechanical concrete. Sounds like Ben's getting a quick refresher course on how to use the Kubota. I know that he did learn how to use one years ago when he was in agricultural school and an Aggie. So fun refresher for him. As I run up the hill to get away. That is wow, a lot more root there than I was expecting. Oh.
World's biggest claw machine. Claws are master.
The claw. The claw. We see here a Ben in the wild. It seems that he is doing the spring ritual of making mud. He is finding dry dirt and he is moving it into the mud pits, and he is creating more mud. He's a magnificent specimen in the wild, doing what he does best. Let's watch. took the kids home to make sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly, of course, and I come back, and this is how far Ben's gotten. Very, very nice. No, don't touch the screen. Wow. There it goes. Glad the roots are flinging that way, because if we were sitting over there, we'd be covered in dirt. Stay. Yeah, stay there. Don't move, please.
Good job, Daddy! That's great, Daddy!
You guys are the best cheerleaders.
Boom, boom, boom!
So we are discussing doing mechanical concrete for our piers. So very similar to our driveway, we're going to be putting down tires, probably with a small amount of concrete at the very, very bottom with some rebar to add some extra stability. And then we will stack the tires and fill them as we go with gravel, packing them down very, very hard, making sure that there's no air gaps, no space, making sure that if we do leave the lips intact, that they're fully packed underneath them. And we will do the piers that way. And then you cap them with, again, a little bit of rebar and a little bit of rebar, a little bit of concrete, just a small amount just to cap it with. We're all debating whether that is a bald eagle nest or not. We're not sure. We've seen bald eagle in the area quite a bit, flying overhead. We're not sure if that is one of their nests or not. In like a month, maybe we'll get our friend with a drone out here and go take a peek. That'd be pretty cool, I think. Camping trick, if you have small children. One of these cheap potty training seats that the top comes out so you can empty the contents. Bring this with you when you're camping, when you're out doing, well, just about anything in the woods. It's lightweight, easy to pack in, easy to pack out, and you're, well, probably fit even a 7-year-old on there, especially if they're little girls, can sit and pee and not get their feet covered in pee, because it's not always easy keeping your feet out of the way. It's not always easy squatting in the woods. And worst case scenario, if they really need a bathroom and you can't get to one quickly, you can dig a hole underneath it too. So, ooh, I hate it when he pulls himself off the ground like that. I think it's the roots of that stump right there. So, let's see what Ben has accomplished while I was all gone. Ooh. So 1, 2, and 3 trenches for piers are dug. This is drainage, so that if it rains, which we do have quite a bit of rain in the forecast, they don't just fill up. So awesome, so exciting, so much done. 2 days, man. 2 days. And this is everything that we've accomplished. Where will we be by November? If you're excited to see where we'll be in November, hit subscribe. Click the bell so you get notifications when we do a new upload. It'll be satisfying. Yeah. There we go.